Why has the concept of positive socialization eroded in adolescence significantly in the present context? Instead, why do they feel isolated or seem misled? Why aren't most of our children honest these days? Why do they threaten their parents and guardians through emotional blackmail? Why are children two-faced, deceitful, and hypocritical? Why do some children fall into addictions and other delinquencies before joining class 11 and 12? Have we, as the parents, observed it minutely? Are we, the modern parents and guardians, overprotective towards our children? Are we aware that indulging ourselves in the rat race of this commercialized world, have we spent sufficient time with our children? Have we marched along with our children since their childhood, guiding them about their ethics, culture, and moral values of life? Are we aware about the physical, mental, and emotional changes in our children? Is it that we have committed mistakes by guiding our children towards materialism instead of guiding them towards our own original culture, morality, and spiritualization? Why has the trend of escaping the problem instead of facing them overpowered our children? Why aren't children responsible towards their life? Is it that we ourselves are guilty and blameworthy for the situation of our children? It's time we, parents and guardians, become aware about our children's behavior. A word to the voice is enough. We know the first school of a child is his/her home, and the second is their school that builds their character and sets up the foundation of their future. Therefore, let's all parents, guardians, school administration, and teachers join hands together in solidarity with our common goal to build a beautiful future of our children, students. In this regard, let's be familiarized with the rules and regulations or codes of conduct that should be followed by students apart from their regular studies. 5 prohibited activities in our school, college. 1. Smoking cigarette, chewing tobacco, and taking drugs and other intoxicants. Smoking cigarette, chewing tobacco, and taking drugs and other intoxicants have become serious problem in youths, especially in adolescents these days. According to a study conducted by Nepal police in the fiscal year 2077 and 78, about 50% of the drug addicts uses are children under 18 years. 1 out of 5 students of high school have become a victim of drug addiction, whereas 1/3 of the students have taken some sorts of intoxicating substances. About 20% take marijuana or weed, and about 23% smoke cigarette. A hormone named dopamine, which is naturally present in our brain, plays a significant role in making decisions. Presence of dopamine is comparatively higher during adolescence and make them overreactive and emotional. During this age, they get involved mostly in entertainment and activities that relax their mind. The hormone dopamine instigates the adolescents, and they may commit fatal and daring activities, being encouraged by their friends. Being overexcited, they may take wrong decisions like smoking cigarette, chewing tobacco, drinking alcohol, taking drugs, etc. Such lethal activities adversely affect the physical, mental, and social health. The adverse effects of drugs are loss of memory power, personal, social, and financial problems, delinquencies, and so on. People on any caste, creed, race, nationality can be the victim of drug addiction. It doesn't spare anyone. It can happen anywhere or at any time. Number 2. Not allowed to use mobile phone and motorbike in school college uniform. The students of 11 and 12 are not allowed to ride motorbike in school uniform according to the law of the nation. Most of the students don't have license, and to ride bike without license is liable to punishment. Students in this age ride bike to show off in high speed that may result in serious accidents. Such accidents may cause serious injuries, mutilation, disfigurement, and even tragic death. They have to pay heavy fine to the victim if they cause accident, and even they are sent to prison if casualties is seriously injured or dies after the accident. According to the report of Nepal Police 2077-78, there were about 17,571 bike accidents, in which the number of deaths of underage group was 214, whereas 1,677 were seriously injured. About 6 billion people out of 7 billion people of the world use mobile phone. In average, a person busies himself in mobile for about 4.7 hours a day. And such gadgets adversely affect our mind and body. Doctors aware us that constantly using the mobile, bending down our head and body affects our spine and eyesight. About 93% of the people of the age group between 18 to 29 use mobile phone for entertainment purpose only. So they lose interest in study and socialization. They seem to be unable to live without mobile, and they are addicted to mobile phone. Alpha and gamma waves radiated from the mobile phones badly affect the pattern of our brain waves that hinder the blissful state of our mind. Number 3. Strictly prohibited to visit restaurants, cinema, hookah bar, and so on in college uniforms by bunking the college. Students may develop severe mental psychological disorder or problems if they spend their precious study time in such places. Students who have potential of a beautiful future might be in bad company or wrong people like addicts, criminals, delinquents, so on. That may lead them to the wrong path. It creates family discord, friction, disharmony, and conflict between parents and children. College school cannot instill the quality education as well as norms, values, and good culture in students. The reputation and goodwill of the school college will be adversely affected if the students visit such places in uniform. Number 4. Not allowed to get involved in a romance love affair. Adolescents are unable to make a right and mature decision due to the lack of complete mental and physical development and cannot make decision in selection of a perfect life partner. They waste their precious study time in unnecessary dating and by roaming around with their partners because of their immature love affairs. Such immature love affairs may result into illegitimate physical relation, and to cover such a relationship, the adolescents might commit serious crimes which may lead to legal punishments or even imprisonment. Number 5. Not allowed any sort of bullies, physical, verbal fights or confrontations. The American Psychological Association defines bullying as a form of aggressive behavior in which someone or a group intentionally or repeatedly causes another person or a group injury or discomfort. Bullying can take the form of physical contact, words, or more subtle actions like abusing, physical attack, demeaning, mocking, and so on. Bullying can be physical or electronic. Electronic bullying is known as cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is bullying with the use of digital technologies. It can take place on social media, messaging platforms, gaming platforms, and mobile phones. Along with physical bullying, cyberbullying has become the major challenge in the present time because in this 21st century, most of us spend time on internet and we can be victim of cyberbullying at any time. Usually teenagers, physically and psychologically weak people are targeted for bullying. The psychologists of the world are studying about how to minimize or eradicate bullying in school, home, and workplaces. Awareness programs are necessary in schools to control any form of bullying, whereas parents, guardians should be conscious and aware about creating a safe environment for the children at home. We can use various softwares and apps to stop unnecessary mails, messages, and so on sent through internet. If we become aware and patient to fight against bullying, the term bullying will remain only in the history. Do you agree or disagree with the code of conduct? The time during class 11 and 12 shaped the student's future. It is the foundation of their academic career. The positive thoughts during these 2 years determine and set their future. They go through the extreme mental, psychological fluctuation and upheavals at the age of adolescence. A very few are found who can maintain stability in decision making, and a large mass of adolescents are unable to make a right decision and stick to their decision due to the lack of confidence. Such students, adolescents having imbalanced or fluctuating decisions may slide away from their right track and may follow the wrong track. Just like a small plant turns out to be a large tree when it is supplied with enough sunlight, manure, water, and so on, a child also becomes a responsible citizen. These 2 years determine the formation of their future. Most of the students aren't mature enough by this age. They are on their way to maturity. They can be guided to the right track with the support of strict discipline, proper guidance, constant watch, love, compassion, and so on. Only when he/she is groomed well enough through discipline, ethics, morality, norms, values, and so on, they can automatically acknowledge the responsibility towards family, society, and the nation. They can be the polestar of their own parents, and such responsible generation can guide nation to prosperity and progress. When you, parents, entrust your children to a school or college, having strong faith and a trust upon the school or college, it is also the students' duty and responsibility to respect and follow the rules, regulations, and other codes of conduct of the school college. One flower makes no garland. Therefore, it is also moral duty of the guardians' parents to support the college school for the better future of their children. So let's instill or sow a well-cultured manner in the mind of the students and groom them well by all parents, guardian, school, college administration, and teachers. The noble culture sown in the child's mind is the foundation to construct their better future.